So 61% of Canadians are experiencing financial whiplash right now. And if you're one of them, well, today's data is going to explain why you feel stuck. Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right financially? You're working, you're budgeting, you're cutting back, but see, somehow you're still not getting ahead. Like no matter what you do, you can't seem to move forward. Well, if that's you, listen, you're not crazy. And trust me, you're not the only one feeling this way. Because right now, with the latest reports that are out, Canadians are experiencing something experts are calling financial whiplash. And honestly, that might be the most accurate way to describe what's happening in our economy today. Because just when you think that things are starting to settle, something clearly shifts again. Interest rates move, and suddenly you're looking at your payments thinking, wait, when did this go up? Now you're recalculating everything again, doing a new budget. You go to the grocery store, you grab the same things you always do, and then the total hits you. And you're like, there's no way that this used to cost that much. It feels like every time you get a handle on things, something else changes. Just like that, back to reacting again instead of actually moving forward. So we do the research, we follow the data, we bring you the straight truth so you can make informed decisions and not reactive ones. Hi there, I'm Claudia, one of the Ragona sisters, and today we're going to break down one of the most pressing issues facing Canadians right now. This is about real life. So today we're going to talk about what this financial whiplash actually means, what Canadians are experiencing right now, why so many people feel stuck even when they're doing the right things. Because see, here's the truth. The people who understand what's happening are the ones who see the full picture. And in this market, seeing the full pictures matter more than ever. So let's get into what's actually happening across Canada. So according to the latest MNP Consumer Debt Index released just a couple of weeks ago, the numbers paint a clear picture of ongoing economic uncertainty. So here are a few key insights. 61% of Canadians say they're experiencing financial whiplash, shifting conditions repeatedly disrupting their financial plans. 74% say rising costs like groceries and gas are directly straining their finances. 73% are cutting back on spending. 84% are more cautious about taking on new debt. But see, here's the number that really stands out. 64% of Canadians say they're working harder financially, but still not getting ahead. That's the emotional core of this entire situation, because it's not just about money anymore. It's about effort not matching the outcome. And when people start feeling like no matter what they do, they just simply can't move forward, that's when frustration kicks in. The MNP Consumer Debt Index is sitting at 87%, and it hasn't moved in the past year. So what does that really tell us? Well, people are a little bit in the wait and see mode. Now, on the surface, things look a little better. Canadians are reporting about $1,000 left at the end of the month on average, which is actually a record. But see, here's the catch. That doesn't mean that people are in a better position, because a large percentage of these Canadians are just sitting right on the edge. And we'll get into that in a second. So why does this feel overwhelming right now? Well, it comes down to one word: uncertainty. Constant change layered on top of rising costs. And this report highlights how shifting conditions keep disrupting plans. And the numbers back up what Canadians are feeling right now. Fresh inflation data released just a few days ago shows exactly why the whiplash feels sharper than ever before. So let me show you this. What you're looking at here is the breakdown of inflation across different categories in Canada. And this is where things really start to make sense. Food is up, transportation is up, health and personal care is also up. And these aren't luxury expenses. These are the things you have to pay for. So even if overall inflation doesn't look extreme at headline level, when the categories that hit your everyday life are rising faster, that's where people feel the pressure. This is why it feels more expensive than what the headlines are telling you. And according to Stats Canada data analyzed in a recent report, Canada's Consumer Price Index rose to 2.4% year over year in March of 2026, up from 1.8% in February and 0.6% point acceleration in just 1 month. So what drove most of that jump? Well, a record surge in gas prices. Gasoline prices shot up 21.2% in March alone, the largest monthly increase on record. And this was heavily influenced by geopolitical tensions, including the Iran war. So even if you strip out gasoline, core CPI still rose 2.2% year over year. So that tells us the pressure isn't isolated in just fuel, it's spreading. 4 out of 8 major CPI components are now rising more than 2% annually. And 3 of them have pushed past the Bank of Canada's 3% upper tolerance band. Food at 4% year over year, transportation at 3.7%, health and personal care at 3.3%. These are everyday essentials. When food, getting around, and basic care all cost noticeably more, well, the strain compounds very quickly. And here's the part that makes the whiplash even more intense. April's expected to look worse. The inflation reading released next month could feel significantly hotter. And as one analyst put it, if inflation feels higher, that's because it is. And if you're thinking about buying or selling a home right now, here's what this means for your real estate decisions. Shifting interest rates, unpredictable mortgage renewals, and rising everyday costs are making it harder to plan your timeline. Many buyers are delaying purchases because they don't know where rates or inflation will land next. Sellers are wondering whether to list now or hold out longer. Variable mortgage holders are constantly reworking their budgets, and even fixed rate renewals coming up soon could feel the pressure. So understanding this financial whiplash helps you decide whether to move forward, wait, or adjust your strategy instead of reacting when your next renewal hits. And over the last few years, we've seen interest rates swing dramatically. Inflation surged and then partially eased. Housing affordability remains challenging. And now energy prices flipping from a temporary drag back into a driver. And that constant back and forth creates the exact hesitation reported in the data. 69% of Canadians are delaying major financial decisions, whether it's buying a home, refinancing, investing, or taking on new commitments, because they're unsure what comes next. Now let's talk about something that doesn't get enough attention. How close many Canadians are to the edge. 43% are within $200 of not being able to meet their financial obligations each month. That's up 2 points from the previous quarter. One unexpected car repair, medical bill, or a price spike, and the budget can unravel. 29% say they just simply don't earn enough to cover their bills and debt. 39% are worried about job loss within their household. So when you combine these tight margins with cost of living pressures that we just covered, record gas jumps feeding into higher transportation costs and broader inflation, the pressure becomes both financial and mental. High costs, razor-thin buffers, and uncertainty around income create a situation where stability feels fragile. On paper, things don't look like they're falling apart. See, but here's the reality. Stability doesn't mean improvement. It just means that things aren't getting worse fast. Only 24% of Canadians say their debt situation has improved over the past year. 19% say it has gotten worse. Most people are stuck in the middle. They're not drowning, but they're definitely not thriving. And that stuck feeling is what creates the heavy emotional weight behind the financial whiplash. And if you've been feeling like I'm doing everything right, but I'm still not getting ahead, the data explains why. You're operating in an environment of persistent economic uncertainty, where inflation readings can accelerate due to energy shocks, base effects, and rising essentials like food and transportation. The numbers show widespread caution. They show delayed decisions and a sense that effort isn't translating into progress for many. So food, transportation, and health costs are all running hot, hitting household budgets where it hurts the most. And this isn't about an isolated problem. It's the combination of shifting conditions, rising prices for necessities, and tight financial margins that creates the whiplash that so many Canadians are describing right now. And here's what I want you to take away. You're not alone. You're not behind. The data confirms that a large portion of the country are navigating the same pressures. So this isn't about waiting for things to go back to normal. This is the current environment. And if this has resonated with you, please drop a comment and let us know what your biggest financial pressure is right now. Is it your groceries, the gas, housing, debt? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.